Hi friends, today's video is going to be very interesting. It's on the nakshatras. We know that we have 27 nakshatras or lunar mansions in Vedic astrology. So you have to find out in which nakshatra your seventh lord, the lord of your seventh house, is in which nakshatra. Okay, so lord of your seventh house or seventh lord is the planet, which is the planet that signifies your partner or spouse, your marital life or your relationship life. So that is the seventh lord. You can also look at the Darakaraka, because Darakaraka is also significator of your partner. Darakaraka is the planet which is at the lowest degrees in your horoscope. It signifies your partner. So find out the seventh lord or Darakaraka, that planet, is in which nakshatra. You can also find out they are in which nakshatra. That is, look at seventh lord. It may be in a certain nakshatra. Darakaraka may be in a different nakshatra. Okay, but you should look at both the nakshatras. Sometimes in certain charts, Darakaraka and seventh lord are the same. They are the same planet. Then it's you will refer to only one nakshatra. But if the planets are different, then definitely the nakshatras also will be different. So find out. This video is going to be about that, but this is part 1. Okay, so in this video I'll be covering the first 13 nakshatras from Ashwini to Hasta nakshatra. The remaining 14 nakshatras will be covered in the second part. Alright, so let us first go to the sample chart, and then I'll proceed with the discussion. Do not forget to subscribe, friends. Okay, and if you want personal consultation, details are there in the video description. Hi friends, so you can see this is a friends horoscope. So in this horoscope you can see that this is the chart of a Leo ascendant. Okay, so we have to look at the 7th. This is the first house, this is the 7th house. In the 7th house you have Aquarius sign. Okay, so the 7th lord is Saturn, because Aquarius is ruled by Saturn. Aquarius is also believed to be co-ruled by Rahu, and also it is also believed to be co-ruled by Rahu, and it is also associated with Uranus. But okay, now primarily in Vedic astrology, Aquarius is ruled by Saturn. Okay, you can also look at Rahu for that matter. So here you see this is the 7th lord, and 7th lord is in Scorpio, in this sign. So you have to find out the 7th lord is in which nakshatra. Okay, so 7th lord is in Scorpio in this horoscope. So 7th lord is in Vishakha nakshatra. So that's what you have to find out. Then what results you will get if the 7th lord is in Vishakha. And the Darakaraka for this particular native is Jupiter. So also find out Jupiter is in which nakshatra. Okay, so Jupiter is, for this native, Jupiter is in Krittika nakshatra. Here we see Jupiter is in Aries, so Jupiter is in Krittika nakshatra. So what will that say about the person's partner, or spouse? So if Darakaraka is in is Jupiter, and Jupiter is in Krittika nakshatra, then what results you can get? And or the 7th lord is Saturn, 7th lord is in Vishakha nakshatra, then what results you can get? So that's what we are going to discuss. So look at both the nakshatra lord of look at both the nakshatra of 7th lord, and also look at the nakshatra of Darakaraka. Okay, so since Aquarius is also believed to be co-ruled by Rahu, so here we see that Rahu is in Pisces. Okay, say for this native, say Rahu is in Revati nakshatra. Okay, so look at how all these nakshatras are now going to influence this native's partner, and how they are going to influence the native's relationship with the partner. So all that we'll discuss today. Okay, so friends, do subscribe to the channel. Okay friends, if your 7th lord or Darakaraka is in Ashwini nakshatra, then what results you are going to get? Ashwini nakshatra is ruled by Ketu, the south node of the moon, and Ashwini nakshatra falls in Aries zodiac sign. Aries is ruled by Mars. So in Ashwini nakshatra we are going to see we are going to find the influence of Mars and also Ketu. Alright? And we know that Ashwini Nakshatra, it is associated with the Ashwini Kumaras. They were the celestial healers. Okay? They were the physicians to the gods. Okay? The symbol is that of the horse's head, the twin golden armored horses. So, the Ashwini Kumaras. So, they are healers basically. So, if you're, a seventh lord or Darakaraka is in Ashwini Nakshatra, then definitely your person can be somebody who's a deep thinker, because all the qualities of Ketu, even Mars. So they may be very deep thinkers. They will do very well if they are into the any field of research, investigation, technology, even occult, the field of any field where they need to use their intuition. They will do very well. Okay? They can also do very well in medical science, in healthcare industry. They can be very good healers, even occultists. So these are very good professions for them. Even for that matter, any sort of healing, psychological counseling. So all these are suitable professions. And if your Darakaraka or seventh lord is in Ashwini Nakshatra, then again, what sort of relationship? Okay, seventh lord signifies the relationship. So you need to be very careful. This relationship can have sudden developments, changes. It can have ups and downs. Okay, because it is in Ashwini Nakshatra. So it is also because Mars is involved, and Ketu shows, going to the depth of things also. So there should be deep-rooted spiritual connection also, and also the connection should be, physical. There should be great physical and sexual connection also in the relationship. Then this relationship will survive. Otherwise, suddenly, getting detached from the partner, because this relationship, it will undergo ups and downs. Abrupt changes can happen because it is ruled. It is in Ashwini Nakshatra. So all these qualities your partner also can have, or you may attract such a partner. Okay, suddenly they may, decide to do something. So very abruptly. Okay, so but nevertheless, they will be people. They believe in action. And even sudden action. They may be impulsive, restless also. It's possible. So that is why in this relationship it's very important that there is faithfulness, loyalty, deep-rooted spiritual connection is very important. And also what is important is great physical connection or compatibility. If your seventh lord is in Ashwini Nakshatra or Darakaraka in Ashwini Nakshatra. All these things we can say. Okay? So your person will have these qualities. They will be intuitive. They can do also very well in certain careers which I mentioned just now. They will be seekers of knowledge. So they will be seekers of knowledge, seekers of truth. So this relationship now will work if it is based on a loyalty, if it is based on discipline and a sense of duty. Then only this relationship is going to work. Now let's move on to what will happen when your seventh lord or Darakaraka when it is in Bharani Nakshatra. Bharani Nakshatra is ruled by Venus, and Bharani Nakshatra falls in Aries. So on the one hand it is Mars, the lord is Mars. On the other hand the planet ruler is Venus. So this nakshatra actually, your person is in this nakshatra. So they will be caring, they will be compassionate towards you, no doubt, because this nakshatra, the deity is Yama, the god of death. Okay, so but they will be caring, they will believe in nourishment, providing you with nourishment, care, because Bharani refers to the mother's womb also. It also refers to the female sexual organ, so which gives birth to new life. Okay, so and the mother's womb, so where the infant gets, or the new the child which is yet to be born, the unborn infant gets nourishment. So they will provide you with nourishment. Your partner will have such a quality. So they will believe in, they will be compassionate also, definitely. But because it is ruled by Yama, the lord of death, and Aries is also it falls in Aries, which is ruled by Mars. So sudden developments can also happen if your 7th lord is in Bharani Nakshatra. Sudden things may happen in the relationship. That means, what does that mean? It means that up to a certain point, this relationship has to be based on total, transparency and trust. Trust is very important. Just as the unborn child, in the mother's womb is so safe and secure, it can trust the mother blindly. I mean, it has to, and it can, because mother will always want the child to be safe inside the womb. So that sort of trust is required. If there is a breach of trust in the relationship, then this relationship will not work. And then Bharani Nakshatra, your partner, they will become unforgiving. All compassion, everything will be withdrawn, and they will be unforgiving, uncompromising. They will never ever forgive, and they will never ever accommodate any sort of lies or breach of trust. They will not do that. So remember this. So if your partner, that is 7th lord or Darakaraka, is in Bharani Nakshatra, they'll be very compassionate, very kind-hearted. They will really want to be the provider in the relationship, but only as long as you are able to win their trust. It is very important to win their trust, to maintain loyalty, fidelity in the relationship. Only then this relationship will work. Otherwise there will be problems. And suddenly it may also show that there can be a sudden separation also. It can suggest, if there is a breach of trust or interests, there can be suddenly things can happen, and very unpredictable, because death does not, the lord of death rules Bharani, so it does not knock on your door before coming. Death never does that. So sudden developments can happen, which can also ruin the relationship. So you need to be very careful when it is Bharani. If you are really caring and compassionate also towards your partner, if you're faithful towards your partner, then this relationship will last. Otherwise there can be problems. Be careful. Okay, your partner can be somebody who can do very well in the field of occult, healing, even psychology. Okay, they can do very well also in healthcare industry. So these professions will be very good for them. They can also be very artistic and very creative. They can have creative abilities, artistic skills. They can have. They can be into healing and into any field of intuition also. And nevertheless they will have creative and artistic abilities. It is possible. Okay. So now let's move on to what will happen when the 7th lord or Darakaraka will be in Rohini Nakshatra. I'm so sorry. The next nakshatra is Krittika Nakshatra. If your 7th lord or Darakaraka is in Krittika Nakshatra. Krittika Nakshatra is actually, it falls in Aries and Taurus also. Okay. So the Aries part, so it is ruled, so the lord will be both, the Rashi lords of this nakshatra, or the sign lords are both Mars and Venus, because Taurus is ruled by Venus. So if your Krittika Nakshatra, if that planet, is in Krittika Nakshatra, so then definitely, and you have to find out whether it is in Aries or Taurus. If it is in Aries, then what will happen? If your 7th lord or Darakaraka is in Krittika Nakshatra, and if it falls in Aries, then you will get to see the Martian qualities more. Okay, Mars, and Krittika Nakshatra is ruled by Sun. Okay, Sun. So very good. They will do very well in leadership, any field which requires leadership. They'll be leaders in their field. They will have leadership qualities. Definitely. You need to give them a lot of respect. Treat them with respect. Otherwise there will be ego clashes in the relationship. Okay. If 7th lord is in Krittika, and especially in Aries, it falls in Aries, then you can see these things, ego clashes. So mutual respect is very important. Giving each other respect and space when required. Very important. Relationship should be based on loyalty, trust, fidelity, faithfulness. Very important if it is in Krittika. Otherwise Krittika is also symbolized by a sharp weapon. So abruptly things can happen because the energy of Mars is there in Aries, no? And Mars shows sudden happenings. So as long as you are faithful, as long as you are treating them with respect, your partner, this relationship will last. Otherwise, suddenly there can be problems also in the relationship. If there are quarrels, if there are ego clashes, then it can also show that there can be some distance may set in, and ups and downs in the relationship. It may even lead to separation. Anything is possible. So it is very important to remember that it is necessary to treat them with due respect. Very important. Mutual respect is the most important thing in the relationship. When a seventh lord or Darakaraka is in Krittika and in Aries, your person can be very intuitive. They will be seekers of knowledge. They can be disciplined in life. They will be faithful to you. Now it depends on how Mars, because it is in Aries, so find out how Mars is placed. And Krittika nakshatra is a nakshatra ruled by Sun, so find out how Sun is placed. Especially if Sun is well placed in your horoscope, then definitely we can say that your partner will have all the positive qualities of Krittika nakshatra. They will be very dutiful towards you. They will be faithful in the relationship. They will definitely be creative. They will be knowledgeable. All good qualities. Okay, any field of research, investigation also can be good for them. Any field of knowledge, when they go after seeking knowledge, they will do very well in life. It is also important for them to take initiative in life, to make efforts in life, and they will also be somebody, if Sun is well placed in your horoscope, they will take initiative also in the relationship. Okay, and this relationship also will survive if there is true love, spiritual connection, and if there is great passion and physical attachment and great physical compatibility. Then also Krittika nakshatra, and if it is in Aries, that is then definitely all these. Aries is ruled by Mars. The physicality of the relationship will be important. Now if your Krittika nakshatra, if your seventh lord or Darakaraka is in Krittika, but your Krittika nakshatra, it is falling in the Taurus pada. Not Taurus pada. If it is falling in Taurus, then what we can say? If it is falling in Taurus, then we can say that the sign lord will now be Venus. The sign lord will be Venus. Okay. And on the one hand, it is sign lord is Venus. On the other hand, Krittika nakshatra is ruled by Sun. So now your partner, seventh lord or Darakaraka in Krittika nakshatra, and which is falling in Taurus sign, then your partner or relationship will be under the influence of both Sun and Venus. So Venus is great romantic connection. Sun is spiritual love. So there has to be a great harmoniously balanced relationship. Okay, where there is healthy give and take, and also there should be definitely mutual respect for each other, giving space to each other. At the same time, there should be spiritual connection, very important. Venus is there, so great physical attraction is also required, and Sun is the lord of Krittika nakshatra, so spiritual love, romantic connection. So that romantic passion in the relationship is very important. If your this nakshatra is especially falling in Taurus, Krittika nakshatra, in your seventh lord and or Darakaraka, your partner can be into any field of healing, occult. Okay, they can be very artistic and creative also, very creative, artistic. They can do very well in any field of fine arts. Okay, they may be any sort of healer, counselor. They could be even into psychology. So any sort of healing, because it is both Venus and Sun. So healing, intuition, so making use of their intuition, knowledge, so all that. So they could be into any such field, and they will do very well if they are if they could be connected to any fine arts, any creative field, or whatever be their work. If they are always acquiring knowledge, if they are enhancing their creativity, and if they are also hardworking. because after all it is falling in Taurus, so they have to be very hardworking, very goal oriented in life. So your person, they will be very practical also, because after all it's Taurus, earth sign, so they will be practical, grounded also. They will believe in long-term commitment in the relationship. For them, faithfulness, fidelity, serious commitment in the relationship is very important, because after all it is the Krittika Nakshatra which is falling in Taurus. So serious commitment is very important. They're looking for a stable relationship, okay, committed relationship. So it is very important to be faithful, to be loyal again in the relationship. Now let's move on to what will happen if your 7th lord or Darakaraka is in Rohini Nakshatra. Rohini Nakshatra is ruled by moon, okay, and Rohini Nakshatra falls in Taurus, and Taurus is ruled by Venus. So this nakshatra is entirely under the influence of Venus and moon. So your person can be very creative, very artistic. They can also have intuitive abilities. It's possible. So any creative field, any field where they need to use their intuition will be very good for them. Okay, so healing, occult, creative fields, any sort of creative or artistic fields where they need to use their creative skills, artistic abilities, that will be very good for them. So now Rohini Nakshatra. So your person is somebody, they love comfort, luxury also in life. Okay, so in this relationship also they want to be comfortable with you, and they also want to provide you with nourishment and comfort. So they are always aiming towards a life which is comfortable, even luxurious. Okay, your partner also may be blessed with a life of luxury. So if you have tied your knot with them, if you have if your fortune is tied to them, especially through marriage, then definitely it can be a good signal if in your chart, provided moon and Venus are also well placed. So your fortune is tied to a person who is in Rohini Nakshatra. Means because 7th lord is in Rohini. So they will be influenced by the qualities of Rohini Nakshatra. They will want to provide you with nourishment. They will also expect you to provide them with care, nourishment and nurturing. Very important. Okay. So this relationship should be based on love and affection, a mutual concern. Okay, caring about each other, making each other comfortable, and you can also set relationship goals, because after all Taurus, setting relationship goals, achieving those relationship goals, okay, being seriously committed to each other in the relationship, very important. So, and dreaming of a life of luxury with the partner, a life of comfort and luxury. Okay, so all these things we can say. And also sensuality. When your 7th lord or Darakaraka is in Rohini Nakshatra, your partner can be sensual, and they can be a little they can be highly sensual, and that sensual connection or sensual pleasures they are also looking for in the relationship. Even you will look for sensual pleasures in the relationship, because your 7th lord is in Rohini Nakshatra. And so all these results you will get if your 7th lord or Darakaraka is in Rohini Nakshatra. Now let's move on to what will happen when 7th lord or Darakaraka is in Mrigashira Nakshatra. So this is the 5th Nakshatra, Mrigashira. Mrigashira Nakshatra will fall in Taurus and also Gemini. Okay, first we'll talk about what will happen if Mrigashira Nakshatra is falling in Taurus and if your 7th lord or Darakaraka is in Mrigashira. If it is falling in Taurus, the sign lord will be Venus, and Mrigashira Nakshatra is ruled by Mars. So this entire nakshatra will be under the influence of Venus and Mars. So definitely your person will be somebody who will believe in committed relationship. Even you are looking for committed relationship. Okay, and also Mrigashira Nakshatra is ruled by Mars. So definitely your person can be somebody who believes in action, or who believes in action, who believes in exploring the world also, but they will be grounded and practical also. They will believe in they can have various interests, as far as profession is concerned, or traveling interests also, but here actually, because it is in Taurus, it is in Taurus, they are mostly looking for comfort, sensual pleasures also in the relationship. So more than exploring the world and traveling, if Mrigashira Nakshatra is falling in Taurus, then your person will be more interested in sensual pleasures, in comfort, luxury. So that's what. And serious committed relationship if Mrigashira is in Taurus. Okay, nevertheless, because Mrigashira carries the energy of Mars, so there can be ups and downs in the relationship, and the physicality. Here Mars shows the physical aspect will be very important in the relationship. The physical connection, that romantic connection which is sensual, passionate. So that is important. Then this relationship will work. So if Mrigashira is in Taurus and there is great sensual connection with your partner, the relationship will be very good, and your partner is looking for a committed relationship which is based on serious commitment. They will set long-term relationship goals, life goals also with you. So it's like that. They'll be very committed to you. If Mrigashira is in Taurus, and also it's in Mrigashira is definitely ruled by Mars. So all these things you will see. Okay. So also which profession? So because it is Mars and Venus, they're influencing here. So any kind of profession which is connected to technology or any artistic, creative field, any field wherein they need to make use of intuition, basically making use of their knowledge and artistic abilities also. Okay, and being hardworking, goal-oriented, committed in relationship, in life, towards work. So when they have serious commitment, they will do very well. Okay, and they have to make efforts along that direction. Very important. Then they will be very successful in life. Now, if your 7th Lord or Darakaraka is Mrigashira Nakshatra, and if it is falling in Gemini, then your person also can be somebody, initially in life they could be a little confused, indecisive, but they will be very intelligent, because Gemini, Mrigashira Nakshatra, it is falling in Gemini, so the sign lord is now Mercury. So they are very intelligent, very explorative. They can have a lot of interests, hobbies. They will want to explore so many things. They will be into various fields of interest. So initially in life, they can be confused also as to which field of profession they should choose. It's possible. If your Darakaraka or 7th Lord is in Mrigashira Nakshatra and if it is falling in Gemini, confusion can be there. But if Mercury is well placed in your chart, and you will see Mercury and even Mars, because Mrigashira is ruled by Mars, then eventually they will figure out what they actually want to do. They'll figure out what is actually their, in which field they are actually skilled. They will figure out that what is their real skill, and then they will continue to enhance their skill, and they will do very well in their profession. So they will be very skillful, very intelligent, skillful, they will belong to that intellectual group. So this relationship also is based on intellectual discussions with partner. So you got attracted to your partner because they are very intelligent, and they can also have great communication skills. So you got attracted to them. But be careful, because this nakshatra now is falling in Gemini. So it is totally under the influence of Mercury and again Mars, because Mrigashira is ruled by Mars. So Mars and Mercury. So then there could be instability in the relationship. The relationship could be a little unstable also. Be careful. So traveling with the partner, doing fun things with the partner, very important to keep the relationship alive. Great sexual connection is also important, and traveling with the partner, exploring the world together. Okay, so your partner will do very well in any field of communication, fields related to communication skills like journalism, writing, painting, any skills. They can have any sort of creative skills, artistic skills. So if Mrigashira Nakshatra, if 7th Lord or Darakaraka is in Mrigashira and if it is falling in Gemini, okay, so they will be also very ambitious in life, your partner. You will also have a lot of expectations, attached to your relationship. lot of expectations you will have. You will want to achieve so much with your partner, travel the world with your partner. So all those expectations you will also have. Okay, if 7th Lord or Darakaraka is in Mrigashira, and especially if it is falling in Gemini. So you need to encourage your partner also, because they are basically very intelligent. You need to encourage them. If they want to explore things also, they can have great business acumen. They can be diplomatic. There can be a duality in them. Okay, because it is falling in Gemini. So duality of character in your partner. At times you will feel that, oh, it is so difficult to understand what they actually want from me or from life. So because they will be very diplomatic, very manipulative also at times. Now let's move on to what will happen when your Darakaraka or 7th Lord will be in Ardra Nakshatra. Ardra Nakshatra ruled by Rahu, planet Rahu, which is the north node of the moon. Okay, and this nakshatra falls in Gemini. So this nakshatra is under the influence of, sign lord is Mercury and nakshatra lord is Rahu. So it is under the influence of Rahu and Mercury. So definitely exceptionally brilliant your partner can be, exceptionally intelligent. They can do very well into any field of research, investigation, occult, healing, psychology, technology, especially technology. They will do very well. Okay, so these are all wonderful fields for them. They will also be very explorative by nature. They will have variety of interests and they will want to explore things. They'll be very ambitious also. You will also have lots of expectations from your relationship. You may attract somebody who belongs to a foreign land, foreign culture, or a partner who's into research, investigation, or somebody who's an intellectual. You may attract such a person into your life, or somebody who's very unconventional. Their way of thinking, their way of looking at life is very unconventional, very different, very non-traditional, because they believe in their own logic, their own reasoning, in their own observation. So they are very exceptionally intelligent, exceptionally intuitive also, and exceptionally, insightful. They have great intellectual insights into things. They believe in their own observation, in their own intellect. That's what they believe in. They only believe in their intellect. Okay? And very unconventional, Ardra. They will never fit into any type. You cannot stereotype them. They are unique. They will be very unique, very extraordinary in their way of thinking, in their way of looking at relationship, in their way of dealing with the relationship, in their way of dealing with their profession, their job. If they're into research, technology, they'll do very well. Also, they can do very well in any field of occult sciences. So in any field of study or work which demands research, investigation, in-depth study, they will excel. Okay? So if you attract a partner who's from a foreign land, foreign culture, or somebody who's into research, investigation, technology, then it's very good. It's very good for the relationship. Okay? So yeah, and again find out, because Ardra Nakshatra, it's an Ardra. Ardra is ruled by, Nakshatra is ruled by Rahu. So find out how Rahu is placed in your chart, and even Mercury is placed. Okay? So if somehow Mercury is getting afflicted in your chart, then it is very important. Then no, there could be quarrels in the relationship. Conflicts could be there. Because your person, their point of view will be so different, so unconventional, and that there could be conflicts also. That is also possible. So it is very important to understand where they're coming from. After all, your 7th Lord or Darakaraka is in Ardra. So they have to be extraordinary. They have to be unique. They cannot be conventional. You have to give them that space. And that relationship should be based on this sort of understanding. Okay? Because don't try to suppress their creativity or the very fact that they're unconventional, their unconventionality. Don't suppress that. Because they are unique. They were born unique. And they will do things in unique ways only. So that understanding is very important. Otherwise, there will be conflicts in the relationship. You have to understand that. Okay? That's very important. Okay? Alright. Now let's move on to what will happen when your 7th Lord or Darakaraka will be in Punarvasu Nakshatra. Still a long way to go. This video, my goodness, it's going to be a little long. Punarvasu Nakshatra. Now Punarvasu Nakshatra it falls in 2 zodiac signs, in Gemini and Cancer. Now suppose your Punarvasu Nakshatra, 7th Lord or Darakaraka is in Punarvasu, and if it is falling in Gemini, what will happen? Then sign Lord will be Mercury, and Punarvasu Nakshatra is ruled by Jupiter. Okay, so Jupiter and Mercury will be influencing. So it is a wonderful thing actually. Your person, on the one hand, they will be very explorative. They will have a lot of interests, various areas of interest, and then finally they will, if definitely if Mercury, Jupiter more or less well placed in your chart, they will excel. They will be very intelligent. They will have great intellect. They will have great knowledge, even wisdom, and eventually they will do very well in their field of work or study, whichever field they may be into. They will do very well. So Punarvasu, this term actually, it means the return of the light, okay, or the star of renewal, or return of the light. So initially, especially if this nakshatra is falling in Gemini, so initially your person may be little indecisive also. Indecisive about everything in life, about even relationship, about their profession, indecisiveness. And finally they will figure out what they want to do. And the return of the light. Finally they, knowledge will, they will, gain knowledge and wisdom and insights, and finally they will be able to focus on a certain area of interest or study for which they are meant. So finally, so it is the return of the light. Now that is Punarvasu, okay. After exploring various areas of interest, finally they will settle down. So that is possible. Okay, so Punarvasu Nakshatra in Gemini, basically Jupiter, Mercury are influencing. So it is all about intelligence, it is about knowledge, wisdom. So all these qualities will definitely influence your partner. Okay, again, because it is in Gemini, if it is falling in Gemini, very important to travel with your partner. Okay, to explore the world with your partner, to share hobbies and interests with your partner, to do fun things with your partner. That will improve your relationship. Okay, all these things. Now what will happen if Punarvasu Nakshatra, if that falls in the Cancer sign? So Cancer, so so here the sign lord will be Moon. Sign lord will be Moon. Okay, so what does that mean? It means that, okay, your now Punarvasu Nakshatra, 7th Lord of Darakaraka will be now under the influence of both Moon and Jupiter. That is a wonderful combination. Your person will be somebody who is very compassionate. Okay, they can also be very loyal to you, very loyal, compassionate, very caring. Okay, forgiving, very intuitive. They will be very knowledgeable, intuitive also. Now, what you can say, Punarvasu Nakshatra, it is falling in Cancer. So that means your person can also be creative. They can be skillful, and they can have creative skills, artistic abilities. Okay, they will believe in compassion. You also in relationship, you want that the relationship should be based on forgiveness, on compassion, on kindness. You will also have such thoughts when Punarvasu Nakshatra in Cancer, falling in Cancer, and your 7th Lord or Darakaraka is placed there. So you will also believe that in relationship, in order to grow, it is very important to forgive each other, to have compassion for each other. That's what you will also believe in. So all these things. So this relationship will grow with time. There will be growth, expansion in life also because of this relationship. But yes, you see 7th Lord or Darakaraka in Punarvasu. What does that mean? Return of the light. That means your partner is also somebody, who was maybe initially was lost in life. That is possible. Was initially lost or had to go through certain setbacks. And finally, light has returned to their life. Finally, they have gained a sense of direction in life. So that is possible. And the same thing maybe has happened in your relationship life also. Because 7th Lord, in Punarvasu. So in your relationship life also, you are looking for somebody, you are searching your partner. Finally, you come across your soulmate. The return of the light. And then once you finally meet your soulmate, everything will be in order. And you will be at peace. Okay? That is also possible. return of the light, very important. And partner, definitely your partner also, initially they were maybe a little lost in life, but yes, they have always been somebody who has they have always been seekers of knowledge in life, yes, but maybe they have shifted, they have deviated towards some other field of knowledge. That is possible, but they have always been seekers of knowledge, yes. And they can be people who are intuitive, knowledgeable, both knowledgeable and intuitive people. So for them, research, investigation in any field, occult, healing, psychology, so these are all fields which are suitable for your partner. Whenever they go for any, or they could be into any creative fields, artistic abilities, so whenever they enhance their knowledge or creativity, they will do well in life. And this relationship should be based on compassion, understanding, very important, forgiveness, very important. So otherwise, Punarvasu Nakshatra, it is in the Cancer, it's falling in the Cancer sign. Cancer is ruled by moon. So moon is intuitive understanding, compassion. Otherwise, there will be ups and downs, means otherwise there will be fluctuations in the relationship. So that compassion, forgiveness is very important. Otherwise, in the relationship, there can be fluctuations. Now, let's move on to what will happen when your 7th Lord or Darakaraka is in Pushya Nakshatra. Pushya Nakshatra falls in the Cancer sign only. So, the sign Lord is Moon and the Nakshatra Lord is Saturn. So, Pushya Nakshatra is under the influence of both Saturn and Moon. But Pushya Nakshatra is one of the most auspicious nakshatra in the entire group of nakshatras. It is the most auspicious nakshatra, one of the most. Okay, so your 7th Lord or Darakaraka is in Pushya Nakshatra. So find out, Pushya Nakshatra is ruled by Saturn, how Saturn is placed in your chart. If it is more or less well placed, and also it is falling in Cancer, so find out how Moon and Saturn are placed. If they are more or less well placed, your partner will be somebody who's very caring. Again, they will have a deep sense of responsibility towards you. Okay, you will see growth, prosperity, abundance in life after you enter into relationship or committed relationship or marriage with this partner. There will be growth because this nakshatra is a nakshatra of prosperity and abundance also. Definitely, it's one of the best nakshatras. So your partner will believe in compassion, forgiveness, yes, but they expect loyalty from you. That is because after all, Saturn also, Pushya Nakshatra is ruled by Saturn. So they also want commitment from your side, commitment, to true and serious commitment they want from your side. Okay, as long as you are committed to them, they'll be very caring, they'll be very responsible towards you. Okay, and they'll be totally responsible, devoted, committed to you, and they'll be very, very caring towards you, very compassionate towards you. But if there is a breach of trust, if there is infidelity, if you are not responsible towards them, and especially if you break their trust, then they are not going to spare you also, because after all, Pushya Nakshatra is ruled by Saturn. And then they will not spare you. Then they will withdraw all their affection, compassion, everything will be withdrawn. So be careful. So that is why it is very important to remain devoted to your partner, to have a sense of responsibility towards your partner. They will also have responsibility towards you. So it is a relationship which should be based on mutual responsibility and affection, compassion. Very important. Your partner can do very well in any field of Saturn and Moon together. So they can do very well in any field of technology, fashion technology, where technology and creativity come together. So in any such field they can do very well. So, but yes, they can also be very intuitive. They will be very disciplined and structured also in life, for that matter, because after all, it's ruled by Saturn. Okay, they will be deep thinkers also. Deep thinkers. So it is very important, and they also will provide you with nourishment. Pushya Nakshatra, they will provide you, because this Nakshatra, the symbol is cow's udder. Okay, cow's udder, that part of the cow's body which produces milk actually. So this nakshatra symbolizes that is a symbol. So that means providing nourishment. So if there is mutual responsibility in the relationship, then day by day you will grow with your partner, and you will see growth, expansion in life because of this relationship, and your partner will provide you with nourishment. And this relationship also should be based on mutual concern and nourishment. You should also in turn provide care and nourishment. So this is like that. So it is actually, that's what. So all these things we can say about Pushya Nakshatra. Your partner can be disciplined in life. They can be creative, intuitive, but at the same time they can be hardworking and disciplined also. Now let's move on to what will happen if your 7th lord or Darakaraka is in Ashlesha Nakshatra. Ashlesha Nakshatra, the symbol is the serpent or the snake. Okay, the lord is the deity is the Naga. Okay, so the Naga or the Nag who is worshipped, no? So it is the Naga deity or the Nag deity. So that, and symbol is the serpent only. So this is Ashlesha. So the serpent is known for its sting, or for its bite. That is revenge also. Okay, we're being vindictive. And Ashlesha Nakshatra is ruled by Mercury. It is ruled by Mercury, and it is falling in Cancer. So that is sign lord is Moon. So now your partner, 7th lord, partner, not just partner, relationship, 7th lord or Darakaraka in Ashlesha. So partner or relationship will be now influenced by both Mercury and Moon. Okay, so definitely your partner will be somebody who will definitely, they will believe in providing you with nourishment. They will be affectionate towards you, but they will also expect loyalty from you. So this relationship definitely has to be based on loyalty, on fidelity, loyalty. Very important. Otherwise, no, they will seek revenge against you. That is what. They will not forgive you, and they will seek revenge. Okay, so that is, they usually don't forgive, because after all, Ashlesha is ruled by Mercury, and the symbol is that of the serpent. So they don't easily forgive and forget. So it is very important to remain devoted. And Ashlesha, your partner also, they will be somebody, if Mercury, Moon more or less well placed in your chart, they will be somebody who believes in loyalty. They are very loyal to whom they love. So they'll be loyal to you in the relationship. They will expect the same from you, Ashlesha. And also sensuality. After all, no, ruled by Cancer sign, ruled by Moon. So this relationship is also based on being sensual. Sensual pleasures is important in the relationship. 7th lord or Darakaraka in Ashlesha. Sensual pleasure is important. Being explorative about your sensual life. Okay, and also maybe, after all, Ashlesha is ruled by Mercury. So it is also very important to communicate with each other. Very important. Healthy communication, doing fun things with each other. Very important. Role playing while love making, and having fun with each other. Very important. Okay, being friendly, having fun with each other, at the same time, great sensual connection. Very important. Loyalty, very important. Then only this relationship will work. Otherwise, the person may become revengeful against you. That is one thing. They will never forgive and forget. That is also. Your partner, now Mercury, Moon, both are influencing them, no? Your partner will be somebody who is very intuitive. They can also be someone who is secretive. They will believe in their own privacy a lot. Secrecy. And they very intuitive. So any field of occult, healing, psychology, or any creative field, any field of creative abilities, any artistic ability they may have, any artistic or creative field is going to be very suitable for them. Okay, so yeah, or healing and occult, very good. They can also be into any sort of healing, healthcare industry also. So all that, Ashlesha. So all these qualities your partner can have. And the relationship, as I told you, it is very important for the relationship to be based on friendship, to have fun with each other, to play with each other. Yes, in every sense of the term. And also it is important to see to it that you provide sensual pleasures to each other. That is also important. And being loyal to each other. Okay. Now let's move on to what will happen if the 7th Lord or Darakaraka is in Magha Nakshatra. Magha Nakshatra is ruled by Leo. Leo, the royal sign. That is, Leo is ruled by Sun. Okay. So Sun is the king actually. The king of all planets also in astrology. Sun is the king. So Magha Nakshatra is ruled by Leo. Alright. The sign is Leo, and the nakshatra lord is Ketu. So Magha Nakshatra is now totally under the influence of Sun and Ketu. So your partner, maybe somebody who have a very strong intuitive power, great intuition. They may believe a lot in their family lineage, a lot, and they will want to stick to their family tradition. They will want to protect their family lineage. If their profession is somehow connected to that of ancestors or forefathers, then it's very good. Magha Nakshatra is ruled by Pitra Dev, or your ancestors. So Magha Nakshatra is ruled only by the Pitras. So that Pitras refer to the ancestors. So they will stick to their family tradition, family lineage. Now again, depends on how Sun and Ketu are placed in your chart. Look at how Sun is placed. If Sun is well placed in your chart, then definitely you will get all good qualities pertaining to Magha Nakshatra. Okay, so they will protect their family lineage, family tradition. So you need to respect their family tradition. Very important. This relationship should be based on mutual respect. Very important. Otherwise, there will be ego clashes in the relationship. If you don't respect them, then your person also, they may at times have a tendency to dominate you also in the relationship. Because you are not, if they don't get due respect, if they don't get due respect, then they will want to dominate. So then ego clashes can happen. So be very careful. At times they may be dominating, but mostly your person, if you treat them with due respect, then they will be very, they will also have deep rooted spiritual love for you. So this relationship, if the 7th Lord or Darakaraka is in Magha Nakshatra, then this relationship should be based on true love, spiritual connection. Very important. Otherwise, there can be a split in the relationship. Because Ketu is there, or else there will be ups and downs in the relationship. Problems, obstacles will come. So true love, spiritual love, romantic connection, very important. Even being friendly with each other, very important. Doing fun things together, being forgiving towards each other, treating each other with due respect, very important. Giving each other space when required. Okay, respecting each other's priorities, very important in the relationship. Your person can be somebody who's a seeker of knowledge. They can be very intuitive. They can do very well in any field of work wherein they need to acquire more and more knowledge, and or wherein they need to make use of their intuition. So any field of occult knowledge is also very good for them. Okay, they can also be into government, because Sun and Ketu are connected to government roles, government jobs also. So they will do very well if they're serving the government also. They will do very well. So ultimately, they're your partner. They will be victorious. If Sun and Ketu more or less well placed in your chart, they will, because Ketu is also the flag of victory. So if they're disciplined, structured, if they repetitively go on working hard, chasing their goal, acquiring knowledge or their skills, whatever skills they have, ultimately they will be very successful in their respective field. So it is that. Give them that, space so that they can grow. They can enhance their intuition, their knowledge, and they can grow day by day. That is very important. Okay. So they are, they will also have certain royal qualities in them, your partner. So they will be large-hearted also, if Sun is well placed. Large-hearted. They will believe in forgiveness. They will be kind-hearted also. So it is very important to understand them. Okay, it is very important to enable them grow, so that they can make use of their knowledge and intuition and move ahead in life. So very important. Okay, and relationship should be based on romantic connection. Sun and Ketu, Sun shows spiritual connection, Ketu also deep rooted spiritual connection, Sun also shows great romantic connection, true love. Very important. Then this relationship will survive. Now let's move on to what will happen when the 7th Lord or Darakaraka is in Purvaphalguni Nakshatra. Purvaphalguni Nakshatra also falls in Leo. So the sign Lord will be Sun. And Purvaphalguni Nakshatra is ruled by Venus. So now this Purvaphalguni Nakshatra, your 7th Lord or Darakaraka is in this Nakshatra. So now your partner will be under the influence of Sun and Venus, both the planets. Okay, so that means what? Purvaphalguni Nakshatra, the symbol is the hammock. Okay, the hammock. Hammock, that is your what should I say? Sun and Venus, it is ruled by. Nakshatra Lord is Venus, sign Lord is Sun, because Purvaphalguni falls in Leo. So the symbol is the hammock. Hammock is a swinging bed which is tied between two poles. That is the hammock. So the hammock is a sort of bed where people rest, and it provides you with a lot of comfort. You're at ease and comfort. Okay, because that is why it is the Nakshatra Lord is Venus. So your person also will be somebody who loves comfort, luxury in life. They will want growth, prosperity, definitely in life. Find out how Venus and Sun are placed in your chart. So if they're more or less well placed, you will get all positive qualities will be there in your partner. All positive qualities of Purvaphalguni Nakshatra will be there. So again, Sun and Venus both. So your partner can be, on the one hand, Venus blesses you with healing powers, intuition also, and Sun also blesses you with intuition and knowledge. So they will do very well if they're moving towards any field of intuition, knowledge. They will do very well. Purvaphalguni Nakshatra. Okay? Because Sun is connected to knowledge, intuition. Definitely it can be connected to healthcare also. Healthcare industry. Sun is connected to astrology, because Sun is connected to medical profession. And again, Venus. Okay? Venus is also connected to healing. Venus is connected to healing. Venus is connected to any artistic or creative field. So your person will have artistic and creative abilities, because both Sun and Venus, they are connected to artistic abilities. Yes. Okay, some creative and artistic abilities. So will be there in your partner. So this relationship will survive if, again, Sun is there, so loyalty, very important, and Venus, providing each other with comfort. That is, making each other comfortable in the relationship. Very important. And also your partner, this relationship will be based, Sun is there, so on the one hand romantic connection, on the one hand spiritual connection, and Venus, Purvaphalguni is ruled by Venus, so on the other hand great sensual or physical connection also. So both, the balance of both is required in the relationship. So spiritual connection also, and at the same time physical attraction, very important in the relationship. And making each other comfortable, very important. Your partner will be somebody, they want to lead a life of luxury, comfort, yes, and they can also be very intuitive, and they can be knowledge seekers. So they will do in any field of work, they may be associated with any field of work, definitely which is connected to the use of knowledge or intuition. Okay, ruled by Venus. Now let's move on to, finally, in today's video, this is the final nakshatra. I will make another video that will be part 2. In part 2, I will talk about the other nakshatras from Chitra onwards. So today the final nakshatra is Hasta nakshatra. So if your 7th Lord or Darakaraka is in Hasta nakshatra falls in Virgo. So the sign Lord is Mercury, and Hasta nakshatra is ruled by Moon. So your partner will now have all the qualities of Moon and Mercury, both. So they will be intuitive, intelligent, they will be very skillful, creative, okay, and they will have great intuition. Okay, very intuition. Now again, because this nakshatra, Hasta nakshatra, falls in Virgo, 7th lord of Darakaraka is in Hasta nakshatra, which is falling in Virgo. It is very important to make efforts, because Virgo is the sign of efforts also. Never giving up, making efforts, because moon, no, Hasta is ruled by moon. So emotionally, at times you will connect with your partner, at times no. If you stop making efforts, if you give up, no, then getting distance from the partner. So this relationship should be based on great intuition. Means intuitive understanding of the partner is very important. Because 7th lord of Darakaraka is in Hasta. So you have to understand your partner. And relationship should be based on intuitive understanding of each other. Relationship should be based on forgiveness. It should be based on friendship also. Because after all, Virgo, no? Virgo is ruled by Mercury. So friendship, and more than friendship here, Virgo will show analytical nature and making efforts in the relationship. Analyzing what went wrong. You will also have this tendency to analyze what went wrong in the relationship, why conflicts took place. Analyze everything so that you can slowly strive towards perfection in the relationship. It is very difficult to have a perfect relationship with the partner, but because it is in Virgo, you will strive towards perfection in the relationship. But yes, it is also important to have intuitive understanding. Intuitively understand your partner. Very important. And make efforts. Never give up. Never take your partner for granted. All that you have to remember. If the 7th lord of Darakaraka is in Hasta nakshatra, your person is very creative. They are actually very soft-hearted. Okay? Soft-hearted, creative. They are very analytical. They are also grounded and they are committed to you. Because after all, it is Virgo. Virgo is earth sign. Okay? They are very committed to you. Yes, at times you may feel that they have duality in them. Because Virgo is dual also. There is a certain duality. And again, Hasta is ruled by moon. Moon is also the planet of fluctuations. So you will see that, you will think that, oh, my partner is not constant. Like they have mood swings or they keep fluctuating. But it is okay. That is their nature. That is their inherent nature. Look at your own planetary positions. Because your planetary position is such that your 7th lord of Darakaraka is in Hasta. So you have attracted such a partner. So don't blame them for anything. Take them, accept them. Relationship should be based, again, moon is there, no? So intuitive understanding of the person. Intuitive. And moon, love and affection. Relationship should be based on compassion, affection. Very important. Taking care of each other. Very important. Mutual concern. Very important. Traveling with each other. Very good. Very positive for the relationship. Traveling. Whenever you travel with your partner, your relationship will improve. And your partner will be very creative, very intuitive, and very intelligent, very analytical. So if it is in Hasta, they can do very well in any field of work which is connected to the use of intuition or skills. So they can be a very good astrologer, they can be into occult, they can be into healing, they can be into palmistry. Hasta, no? Hasta, the symbol is the hand or the fist, the closed fist or the hand. That is a symbol of the Hasta nakshatra. So your partner, they may also be into any profession wherein they need to, any profession which requires some skills, which involves the use of hands a lot. Whether it is palmistry, whether it is, even tarot reading, whether it is handicrafts, the use of hands, sculpture. Okay, they may be into sculpture, they may be into, the field of sculpture, or they can be an architect. They can be into any field of, any field which requires analytical powers. Analytical powers, because Mercury, moon. Mercury gives you analytical abilities, especially in Virgo. Hasta is in Virgo, falls in Virgo, and moon gives you intuition. So it's a deadly combination that will make them very analytical, very intuitive, intelligent. Okay, and great intellectual powers they will have. Your partner will have all these qualities. So very creative, their way of looking at things, doing things, very creative. At the same time, they will be soft-hearted also. So be careful. So intuitively understanding the partner is very important. Okay? Then this relationship can be successful. The relationship should be based on a mutual affection. Okay? Providing nourishment to each other. And it should be based on unconditional love and affection also. Then this relationship will be successful. Okay? If the seventh lord of Darakaraka is in Hasta, your person is really intuitive, creative. So let them enhance their creative skills, their intuitive abilities. Okay? Let them do that and they will really prosper in life. Whichever field they may be into. If they are into any field of technology, they can, because Virgo, no? So they may be into any field of analysis, research, investigation, or again they may be into intuitive fields, or they may be into any creative fields. Okay? Technical fields also, or any field of work which involves research, investigation, or any sort of creative fields. They may be into, or any sort of field which involves the use of intuition. So all these qualities, okay, so we can be there in your partner. So this relationship, as I told you, will be successful if it is based on intuitive connection with your partner. And forgiveness, it is based on compassion, mutual affection, mutual concern, traveling with the partner. All that will make this relationship very successful. Okay, doing, again, because, it is under the influence of moon. Hasta is ruled by moon. So, traveling with the partner is also very positive for the relationship. So, all these things, friends, about 7th Lord or Darakaraka in different nakshatras from Ashwini to Hasta nakshatra. All the 13 nakshatras I have covered in this video. In my next video, I will cover the remaining 14 nakshatras. Do subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed, and if you want personal consultation, details are there in the video description. Before winding up, a gentle reminder: be compassionate and kind to the poor, to the downtrodden. Donate vegetarian food to orphanages and old age homes, and try to be a vegetarian. Try to be kind and compassionate to all animals, creatures, birds. See you next time, friends. Take care. Thank you so much.